Below zero today, below zero. And
oh, smells so good. I'm not sure how I'm gonna do the cilantro.
it's windy, chilly, frozen, everything.
So this one that I'm making is our blueberry breakfast.
30 degrees below zero.
So I'm down in the cellar working on member orders.
It's nothing like a winter storm. A lot of windy, a lot of snow. Whew. And tomorrow it's gonna be below zero. And for the next couple of days it's gonna be cold, more than the usual. Hydroponic. We had to do a couple things here for the chicken. I need to put more straw to keep the chicken feed a little more warm. And then I don't know, maybe do a snow plow here, maybe later today. I don't know. We'll see what happens. All right.
Okay, so I'm in our really tiny germination room, and recently we started doing microgreens for our members. Literally, this is only the second time I'm harvesting and doing anything with microgreens. So I'm going to show you just a little bit about what we're doing and how we're doing it. This is not like a long-term solution for the way we want to do things. It's just anytime you start something new, there's a learning curve, and I'm in the middle of that learning curve right now. So figuring out like what grows well, what doesn't grow so well. For example, this is a tray that I did. This is beets and Swiss chard. I love the beets and Swiss chard, but the problem is this. Okay, so I've harvested off this. That's why the tray looks really bad. I harvested it for us personally, but I didn't harvest it for the members because the seed heads stick to it really bad and don't come off. I would love to hear from those of you that do microgreens and tell me what your thoughts are. For us, I don't mind because most of these I put into shakes, so I would try to remove as many of these little heads as I possibly could and then would just put the greens into our shake. If you got a head or two in the shake, it doesn't really matter. It's going to get blended up anyway. But for members, that's not really an option. So I'd love to know more of how I could do better with the beets and the Swiss chard if you have thoughts. The other one I'm struggling with is, all right, this is cilantro, and I would love to be using this, but you can see all the little seed heads are on here, and I can't figure out how you would get the little seeds off of all of these. And you can't really sell it to members. And as far as how much time it would take, I can't spend, 20 minutes on a tray trying to remove little seed heads. So I'm not sure how, oh, smells so good. I'm not sure how I'm going to do the cilantro. For us, it won't be a big deal, but also to these little seed heads, any of the dirt that I had planted in is sticking to them. So if you have thoughts on how to keep that from happening, let me know. I'd love to hear from you. So the varieties we're doing right now are kale, broccoli. We're doing a mixed radish, a mild mix. Then I'm doing cilantro, basil, which I'm very excited about, but I don't know yet how it's going to work. This tray is almost 4 weeks in, maybe only 3 weeks. 3 weeks in, and you can see they're very small. Oh my goodness, though, they smell so good. So I'm not sure like how big to let them get before you start harvesting. It would be very hard to harvest them at this small size, but also if they get much bigger, I think they're going to shade each other out and we're going to have bigger problems. The beauty with basil is it doesn't need a lot of light, so even if they shade each other out, if I keep them moist enough and give them some nutrition, they probably will be okay. But oh, I can't wait to harvest this tray. Then we're also doing a mustard, which is behind me here. And then I have arugula down here, which the arugula is amazing. My favorite, though, are the peas. Now, this tray is a tray we already harvested, but I've kind of let it regrow because I just like to come in here and eat these pea shoots. They're so good. What we've been using these for is just, if I make a stir fry, they're sticking to my lip. If I make a stir fry, I cut these up and just put them on top, and it just adds such incredible flavor. So I had some members call just a little bit ago, said they want to stop by and get some microgreens. So all I'm going to do is pick a few trays and harvest for them. Right now, I'm using these Ziploc bags. This is not a long-term solution. Because we're only selling to members, what I would like to try to do is find a container, a washable container with maybe 3 or 4 compartments. So every week they can get a mix of microgreens when I do my deliveries. And then, they get multiple flavors every week. And I think that's a good option. Right now, we're only growing 10 trays a week is all we're doing of different varieties. Now, I have more trays going than that because the basil is taking a few weeks. I have another tray of cilantro started, but I don't even know how I'm going to use the cilantro yet, so I may not continue that one until I figure out what I need to do. So I'm going to go ahead and harvest these. I'm going to label the bags first. So all I'm doing is putting what they are and then the date, today's date. Then for harvesting, I'm just using a pair of scissors. On a larger scale, this would not be very effective, but for the small scale we're doing at this time, the scissors are working just fine. It just probably takes me a little bit more time than is necessary, but with 10 trays, it's not like I can save that much time at this point. All right, this is the mild mix. So this has got several different seed varieties in it. I think broccoli is one of them. I'm not sure, probably some kale. I'm not sure what all of the varieties are in there. This one also, a few of the seed heads stick, but if I just run my hand over them a little bit, they tend to come off. So these folks just wanted to try an assortment, so I'm just bagging up a little bit of each one. I have my scale over here. I've been weighing out about 1 ounce. It depends on how big the plants are, what I'm doing. And then I'm just grabbing them and, making a cut. I've seen, where people use like a harvest knife, which long term is probably what we'll use. We also have a greens harvester that we don't use for our lettuces outside. And at some point it might be, if we do this on any larger scale, be nice to set it up and use it for this. It takes a lot to get to an ounce on here. I'm also harvesting them a little bit earlier than I normally would. And these ones may not get to an ounce. It would be a lot. So I think I'm just going to do a ½ ounce of that. That took up quite a bit of my tray. I think one of the things I need to do is let them get a little bit leggier before I get to this point. These are some of my favorite to grow right now. Look at these radishes. I mean, they're almost crazy how much they grow. I just try to pick off a few of the little seed heads that stick. The other things I've thought about doing for our members, if I could figure it out, is to actually grow some small trays of microgreens, and then every week the members that want microgreens would get, they make them where it's like you could do like little blocks. So each member would get maybe 4 little blocks of microgreens, and then they could continue to let them grow at their house and use them at their leisure. And then we would just swap out those trays. I would wash the trays when they got back here.
It is cold today. Today is Thursday? Yeah, today is Thursday. So it's gonna be oops. It's gonna be cold for 4 to 5 days. So and now it's time to put a little straw and inside of chicken coop, because they need a little warm. They need to keep it warm. So we have straw inside of the high tunnel. So I will bring that straw to here. So we'll spray. Yeah, the temperature is gonna be drop 10 degrees below zero, maybe more. They are okay inside of the barn, but they need a little extra warm to keep it warm. Right? Below zero today, below zero, and Saturday or tomorrow is supposed to be 10 degrees below zero. It's gonna be good. It's gonna be good.
So I finished harvesting those microgreens. The thing I'm doing now, and have been doing before I was harvesting microgreens, is I'm making our muesli. It's one of the things we can do here under the cottage food law. In Michigan, up to $25,000, there are certain things that you can make in your home kitchen and sell at market. I love that we can do that. The problem is my kitchen is just chock full of everything that I need for making muesli and doing some of the other products that we do. So there's a shelf behind the camera that's just loaded with all of our ingredients. For the muesli today, you can see I pre-pulled out all of the ingredients. This just keeps me from having to get on the shelf, off the shelf, and it just keeps everything out. The other thing we do is we keep a little notebook of everything we do here in the kitchen that has to do for sales or for us when we're making certain products. So, for instance, if I'm canning, we keep this other notebook for all of our canning. That way I can remember everything I did and I can look back and make sure that every time we're following standard procedures from the ball canning guide. This is just so that I can always look back and tell a customer what was exactly in the ingredients in case for some reason we screwed something up or something was different. So I always write it all out and follow the notebook for what we're making, and then I have a record of it. It's got the date that we did the production on. Also, that helps if in case something's wrong with any one batch, I can easily look back and see which batch number it came from. And we just use the date as the batch number for whatever we're producing at that time. So we do the muesli. We're also going to start doing some rice and lentil mixes. Those are two really easy things I can do for sale at market. So I've already started this. You can see I've got the rolled oats. If you don't know what muesli is, it's just a mix usually of rolled oats, some other grains, possibly nuts, seeds, dried fruit, and then you can eat it like a cereal. Personally, it's one of my favorite things. I like it a lot better than boxed cereal. So this one that I'm making is our blueberry breakfast, and it has in it rolled oats, and then rolled barley is what I just put in there. Then we do blueberries, red walnuts, well, they're dried blueberries, pumpkin seeds, buckwheat groats, chia seeds, maple sugar, and cinnamon. And maple sugar is the only thing that we make here on the farm. We've actually had labels made for our muesli for market, so I have to keep the ingredients lists the same once I've developed those labels, because your ingredients need to be listed by how many ounces. So the most to the least, or weight by volume by weight, most to least. And so you've got to keep the recipe the same. So now that we have the labels made up, it's pretty standard what we make. For sale, we use these production bags right here. They're really nice. So I don't currently have the labels for the muesli. Because we reworked some of the recipes, I had to have them remade. So for our members right now, I'm just writing on the bags. We will pick up the labels next week, and then I will have them for public sale. Okay, so I have 3 batches out of the way. I have to finish 2 more. That'll take me a little bit more this evening, and then I have eggs to wash. Usually I don't work this many hours in a given day, but today was just a busy day because we have deliveries on Saturday. Usually the couple of days before I do delivery is when I spend a lot of time making product and doing other things. Another thing I sometimes do is I'll get up and work for 2 or 3 hours in the winter in the morning, get a few things done, and then the rest of the day I have off. As a farmer, it's nice to have that time off.
Pepper, she's by the door. Try to keep the chicken inside. Don't let her go the chicken outside. She's smart dog. Good job, Pepper. Good job, Pepper. Don't let her go chicken. Don't let her go outside. This is gonna be enough. So maybe in another month or 2 months, I will put more straw. Good morning. Today is Friday, and right now is let me see first. Right now is 5 degrees below zero. This morning it was around 8, and it's windy, chilly, frozen, everything. All right, no matter what, we have to do the short. We have to take care of the animals because they need water and food. Especially in this cold weather condition, they need keep them. They need keep them fit because they need energy to keep them warm. All right, let's see. Morning, chicken! We try to limit the time we spend here outside because it's so cold. Not for me because I have too many layers, but the dogs, they don't have extra protection, just the natural whatever they have. All right. You ready to go inside, Upper? Huh? Hi, you. We'll go inside, you. Huh? We'll go inside.
So I'm down in the cellar working on member orders. This time of year, we do member orders every 2 weeks. So every other Saturday, I drive to meet up with our members. We have things available like onions, garlic, our eggs, because our chickens are still producing pretty well. And then I do some specific canned goods for our members. And then also some frozen items. So that's what I'm putting together right now. Now, this morning, because of that storm we have going on, I think people were a little afraid to order. Usually I'm doing about 15 deliveries. Today I only have 4, which is kind of nice because it's negative 15 degrees out there, at least without the wind chill. So it's probably even a little chillier than that. But what I usually do for our member orders is I have pack sheet here, so it says everything that I need to bag up and fill, and then I do these little sticky notes with each individual member, and then as I deliver to each member, I just pull off those sticky notes. It's probably a little complicated for what we're doing, but because our order numbers are so small still, it's working. I think if I got up to more like 20 to 30 or even closer to 50, would definitely have to rearrange the way I'm doing things. It would take too much time and be too complicated. But for, up to 15, maybe even 20 deliveries, this works out just fine. It takes me maybe an hour on our bigger delivery days to put together all the information and make sure everybody gets everything. So then what I'm going to do is I'm going to start bagging stuff, and when I do, everything goes into bags as far as the onions and garlic, and then I put the person's name on it just to make sure I'm handing the right thing out to the right person, because for example, we have yellow onions, shallots, and red onions available, and some people want just shallots, some people want just red onions. So I need to make sure they're getting the correct bag of onions. Okay, so I have my handy dandy scale behind me right here so I can weigh everything. Most of our onions, we sell them in 3-pound bags this time of year. Ooh, look how nice these shallots still are.
It is cold. It is cold. All right. If this is correct, we are. I can't see anything. 30 degrees below zero. It is cold. It is cold. So today is delivery day for members, so let's go see if this truck wants to start. Okay, now we have to wait maybe 20 minutes to let it warm it up.
So I have eggs. We do some dried goods like muesli, some of our rice mixes. I have some potato soup in here, and then coffee that I deliver for someone else. And then everything else is going to have to go up front of the truck. I have some canned goods and some other stuff, but it is way too cold. I'm so afraid things are going to freeze. Whew. Yeah, my fingers are just toast right now. I really need my gloves. I'll go get those.
We have a little sunshine and it's perfect to work outside. It's a little windy, it's still windy, but not like it was this morning. Alright, let's go use the snowblower. Well, the snowblower don't wanna crane. I guess it's too cold. All right, now she's working.